Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today is going to be a miscellaneous day in our ceiling install. As you can see, the furnace is installed, but we got to do a leak test on that, and once that's done, I need to do a pressure test on it. But before I can do the pressure test, I have to install the flue. So this is going to take a while, and during that time, while I'm waiting on stuff, I'm going to take care of some of this miscellaneous stuff. One of the miscellaneous things is to get the insulation, the wall insulation, cut to 6 1/4 inches. That's so that the next insulation goes over the top of it. I have 2 bays on this side and 2 bays on that side. This takes a good amount of time, so it's going to take most of the day just to do that. But then we have our depth sticks here. These have to go pretty much right in the middle of these joists and get stapled in place. These are for the depth of the insulation up there. This is 16 inches long, and these are going to be completely buried by a little bit in insulation. So I got to get those installed, and this is the staging area where I had the furnace was here and all of the furnace stuff was on this table. There's still some furnace stuff left, but for the most part, this can be taken down and I'll have a little more room here. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, take whatever's left of the furnace stuff. This still has to go in, this has to go in, etc. I'm going to take what's left of it and put it on this table over here, get this all cleared out. This is my cribbing from when I put the furnace in. If you didn't see that, you got to watch that video. It was pretty shaky. I got to get this put away and a little bit of straightening up here and there, sweep the floor, and that'll do it for today. We've been having really weird weather. Yesterday when I put the furnace in, it was 45 degrees outside and it was probably 60 in here. It was beautiful. Last night it got down to, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 degrees, and it's about 10 degrees out there right now. Everything is frozen solid, and today is going to be the coldest day in the 10-day forecast. It's going to warm up again tomorrow, and for the next 10 days it'll be in the mid to upper 30s. So might as well spend this cold day going up and down the ladder and stapling that stuff and get some of this miscellaneous stuff done. So I think I'm going to start right here. That way I'll have this space right here to move the ladder around so I can get that stuff stapled up onto the joists. All right, it is nearly 2 hours later. I got that table taken apart, cleared off, taken apart. Got all that stuff off the floor over here, swept the whole area up, organized things, got everything on this table, got that all organized. But 2 hours, holy moly. All right, so like I said, this stuff takes a while, but it really has to be done. So I'm going to get up there, and I think I'll either get this one and that one done and then go on to the depth gauges. I'm not sure. These two absolutely need to be done, this one and that one, so that I can get this next row or two in, and these can wait, but I'd kind of like to get that stuff done today. We'll see. We'll start right here. All right. I forgot to get this cut before I put this panel in, so I got to get it cut before I get any further. I take my template, put it against the top of the girt there, and then just draw a line all the way across. Take my template off, Then I just take a sharp steak knife and saw my way across this. I use a steak knife because I can sharpen it constantly, and you can't do that with a serrated knife. Get my gloves on. This is itch-free fiberglass, and it actually does work pretty well, but it's not 100% itch-free. And then the insulation that goes on top of the tin here is this same stuff, so it's at the same level, and then once that's in, we have the R30 going on top of that. That's in another video. You could check that out if you want, but you can see it right here. Tedious process, but the insulation is going to work dramatically better this way. You actually get airflow up and down through your insulation, and having the insulation across the top of it there is going to stop that. Alright, I'm done with this side. You can see all that's done right there. And you can kind of see the R30 over there. In this area, well, it's just this bay, I had to put this cross brace in to hold the big cable here. That's going to go down to a sub panel that'll be right about here. So I'm going to have to just notch the R30 to go up and over this and fit in some little pieces here and there, but that'll be just fine. Yeah, looking real good. There's going to be a hole in the ceiling. The ceiling will be at the top of this girt here, like it is over there, and there'll be a hole in there, and this cable will go down through it, and there'll be conduit coming up about 2 inches past the ceiling. So this is going to have to go up and go down straight into that. So it has to remain loose over here, but it still needs this stuff in to hold it as it relaxes. Yeah, there's going to be a sub panel mounted right here. Good, good, good. All right, let's get over there and get the other side done. It's actually getting kind of late, but the sun is out, and it should be a bit warmer on the other side over there. Thought I'd show you this real quick. You could see where the insulation is mashed down and kind of messed up right there and there. That is from the cat going up in the soffit there, and then coming around and then going over the top right there to get onto these trusses. She's a little brat. Okay, let's get this stuff moved over there and get that cut. All right, I got that all trimmed up. This is going to be a really short video. It's pretty darn cold out here still, and it's getting late. The sun's been out for, I don't know, a couple hours or so, and it's still not warming up in here, but it's going to be nice and warm tomorrow, so I want to get this stuff done today. I got all my stuff here. Got my depth gauges, hose, stapler, speed square, and tape measure. I'm going to measure over to the middle, draw a line, staple my depth gauge in place, and then use the bottom of the truss to pull the whole thing over so I don't have to keep going up and down. Get the next one in, then I'll go down and move over to this one. Unless I can just wheel over a little bit. I don't know. Whatever. But I got 16 of them to do, so I better get going. The day's already getting late. All right. Get one of these done real quick. All right, so we want 46 and a half. Right there. Grab one of our sticks, line it up, and there you have it. The part that's going to take the longest is moving this scaffold, but it looks like I'll be able to just slide it between the two, so I'll only have to move it 8 times. I gotta hurry up. Because it's getting dark pretty quick. And it goes from cold to incredibly cold once the sun goes down. Beautiful. All right. You know, I can just turn around, put this right in the middle. I should have did that other one right away, but I could put this right in the middle and just go across and only move it 4 times. Yeah, it'll help with the layout as well. All right, beautiful. I'll be done before you know it. Oh, I'm hitting the hose. Can I do it? Nope. Oh well, it'll work on all the rest of them. Get 4 done, and then move the scaffold. Rinse and repeat. Hopefully this is showing okay. Not that it's super important. Okay, that's going to wrap it up. A lot of miscellaneous stuff, and I'm really glad I got it done on a cooler day. That leaves the nice warm days to do more important stuff. You can see all my depth gauges in here. Nice trim job. The next thing I need to do is get my drain piece on the furnace. This is the drain piece right here. This goes on, which part goes on like this, and any water that comes down, the condensate that comes back towards the furnace goes into this gap right here and through the drain, and then it'll have a loop in it and it'll go through the wall. I got to get that attached. I got to get the other side of the thimble in place, and I need to cut some tin from that and wrap the center part. It doesn't quite fit, or it doesn't quite match. The thimble's made for standard walls, either 2x4 or 2x6, and this has girts on both sides, so it's a good deal thicker. This is that piece, so I'll be putting that on and then adding a chunk in the middle and riveting that in place, a chunk of that stuff right there. So once those two are in place, I can slide my flue pipe through there, get everything connected, and I'll have to take my wire for the furnace, cut it long down here somewhere, and attach it to this, a temporary wiring, and then run an extension cord all the way over to that box over there. Not that big of a deal, but in the future, that will just be wired to the sub panel that'll be right here. And I also got to get the thermostat hooked up to the wire over here. And I believe that's right over here somewhere too. Right here. 5 plus 2 day programmable thermostat. We've had this thing around for, I think, nearly 10 years, and we haven't used it yet, so I'm definitely going to use that. Yeah, it's going to be a real busy day tomorrow, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.